To me, belly dancing is art in motion. It is your connection with the musician, your connection with the recorded track. It's your connection with your body, your mind, your soul. I am absolutely in love with this dance form.
Hello, it's Abyssinia Motherland James Belly Dance, and today I want to talk to you about my views on Groupon versus ClassPass for your fitness classes. So grab your green juice, come back in a moment, and let's chat. Okay, so I first started my class. One of the ways that I built it up was by using Groupon. I had used Groupon before myself for massages, other fitness classes. Groupon, much like ClassPass, is a great way to get to know your city because you don't always know where all the fitness classes are. Groupon does a great job of marketing so that it's able to, locate these places for you, and they have really great deals on there. You can get like 5 classes for a certain amount of money, all that kind of stuff. So in the beginning, I was teaching my class in a park. Towards the beginning, I was teaching my class in a park. That's when I first started using Groupon. And people purchased the Groupon. I remember sitting in a cafe thinking this was such a great idea. So people purchased the Groupon, and I believe my first package was 5 classes for $25 or something insane like that. Okay. So of course, in the beginning, no one really knew anything about my class. They were looking for belly dance classes anyway. They saw this as the least expensive price, so they latched on. Okay. Groupon, their pros, brings in a lot of people who are really interested in getting a deal. The cons to that are, first of all, Groupon takes a very hefty percentage of your fee. So for example, like I said, the $25 for 5 classes, they would give you $12.50 for that person. And that person would be coming in, hopefully, those 5 times. So you can do the math and see that's not very much. But that actually wasn't what happened. I've noticed that over the year that on average, people who buy a 5 class package come for an average of maybe 3 times, and that's being generous. Some people come and they stay forever. They use all their 5 packages, and they may have, had the chance to get maybe another Groupon, and then they get, sometimes they grandfather them in on that Groupon rate, or they, get another package or something like that, and they just keep coming, right? I've had a few like that who really, really love the class. The Groupon introduced them, they kept going. But mostly, people were just kind of dipping and dabbing, trying it out. Do I like belly dancing? Do I like this class? They come sometimes one time, okay? So that would mean $12.50 for that one time, which would be great. But that isn't usually what happens. Groupon does something else where they'll take a percentage off of what you're already doing. So while it seems fine, $25 for 5 classes, Groupon would do something wild and cut that price in half and make it $12.50. So a person will be like, hell yeah, $12.50 for 5 classes, I'm so in. And they'd buy that, and I'd get $6.25 per person. So if you are just starting out, highly recommend Groupon. So again, do not use Groupon if you are looking to make a decent profit. Unless your first priority is really filling up the class and making it look very, very full. Which to me, having a lot of people in the class is nice, yes. However, I do have overhead. I'm growing and expanding. So I do need to make, I do need to kind of cut even at least and make a profit, okay? So Groupon at this point no longer works for me. It's been great, but at this point, I do not think I'd do it again. Now, ClassPass. Let's talk about ClassPass. So ClassPass is something that I used many years ago. We use it here at the studio. It was not working out. It was paying $2 per person. Now they've changed it into a credit system, which allows for classes in certain parts of the day that are more popular to be more credits than those that are less popular, okay? Because of the least popular times of the day, they really want to fill up those classes. Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is a pretty popular class. I'm not completely sure how many credits it was offering at one point, but I know now it's at least 2 to 3, okay? This is what I did not like about ClassPass in the beginning, and this is something that was not explained to me. These people were running a deal that was a free first month. So that meant that when people were on that trial and they were coming to my class, I was not getting paid anything. The class was free. Not free 99, but free, okay? And I didn't realize that till like the end of the month. Now, I've changed it because I spoke to someone. I had to figure out what was going on. So I've changed it so that, and they changed it for me. They let me know that they are now only allowing one person on a trial pass per session to join me in class. So unfortunate for some, but great for me. I do offer a really great service, and I'm happy to offer free things from time to time. But at this point, I'm getting now at least $7 per person. My prices went up earlier this year. They're $20 per person. But at least I'm getting something for the people coming in, and they normally recommend others, so that's been really great. So when it comes to Groupon versus ClassPass, you really have to think about what your priorities are. Are you trying to get classes that are just really full so that you can do things like get a lot of reviews and, you know, have really full looking videos that you're making for marketing, and you know that over time, you know, you'll make that profit? That's okay. If you have another stream of income and you're like, you know, I'm just starting out with this, so I can lose a little in the beginning, then I highly recommend Groupon. You don't have to do any marketing on your own. They do it all for you because they're trying to get a percentage of what you're selling. They will mark down your classes without asking you, though, or your services, or your whatever you're offering. From time to time, they will slash those prices so that they can get more people to buy it. And then when they come in, you're like, wait, $13.50 for 5 classes. When did I offer this? You did it. Groupon changed it for you. So they're great at marketing in that sense, because at the end of the day, they're really not losing anything because they're not teaching the class, they're not offering the massages, they're just running the marketing campaigns so they can get a percentage of what you're doing. So if you're looking to grow your classes, have these big, massive classes, I do think Groupon is the way to go. But if you're looking for a bit more profit, in addition to the size, speak to the people at ClassPass. It's another option when you're first starting out, because the great thing about both of these ideas, both Groupon and ClassPass, they're both free. You don't have to pay to be a part of either program. They will just take a percentage, of course, of what you're teaching. And ClassPass, the percentage that they take isn't as evident because they're letting you know that they're paying you $7 per person. They, of course, are making far more than that every time a person signs up for a class. But again, they're marketing for you. They get the reviews for you. What I like about Groupon a little better, you can usually see who leaves you a certain review. Not all the time, though. Someone on ClassPass left me a very low review, and I have no idea who it was or why. Because they didn't also leave feedback saying, hey, this is what I really didn't like. So that was a little petty of them. But hey, I guess, you know, it happens and comes with the territory. So, you know, there are pros and cons to both. But I, at this point, am a lot happier with ClassPass. I do feel like they were a lot more understanding, realizing, hey, I only offer these 2 classes a week. 3 classes because of Peace Party 2. They are stellar. They're at this price point. What can we do about this? Because this free, having 4 or 5 people come to the class as a group and none of them are paying, that really is not working out for me, and I'm about to leave. So I think they understood. They worked with me. They changed it so that I'm only getting 1 free person per session, and that's a lot better than what it was. So that's all I really have for you. Do you have any other companies that are great for marketing that you use, that you recommend, or that you could compare? If you do, please let us know. If you have something negative to say about this video, take it and keep it in your heart. But the rest of you, do something that brings you joy today. Bye.
I'm Nisha, and I am a student here at Mother Jam's Belly Dance. I'm I'm just here to say that I'm very, very happy to be here. I love it. It's very, it's just, everybody here is really nice. Abigail is wonderful. She teaches great. And, well, I continue to be here, of course. Every time I come here, I learn something new. So I encourage people to come here, you know, whenever you got a chance.